Welcome back to my live. We live. We got our potato, homemade Alfredo and steak with some cookies on the side. We're gonna play. We're gonna say we're gonna give our plants some water because we come down here. We say hello to our plants. Hello. Fill them up. We haven't shopping on our plants. Okay, we gotta thank our plants. Our plants is everything. Hey y'all. Dear God, thank you for this food that you have blessed me with. I'm so grateful that this food to put down my throat. Thank you, God. Amen. Welcome back to my live. What y'all eating today? But I know that potato be rocking. I got some nice pepper sauce on my steak. I didn't make it from scratch, but yeah, honey. Make sure you got your shoes on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, listen here. Okay. I was talking about co-parenting on my Facebook today. And co-parenting is not for the weak. It's not, you're going to wake up and just be like, okay. You, like, when you co-parenting, the parents got to talk to each other. You got to talk to each other. Because there's some things that you might do as the full, like you're the sole provider for that child. So there's certain things that you might do for your child that the other parent might feel is not right. But as adults, you gotta talk about it. You completely gotta talk about it. Y'all need to get in here because we're not gonna be going live too long. We're not going live too long. But you gotta talk to each other. Okay? But we gonna leave that all to God. Because God knows why he makes things happen. So I ain't stressing. And in my last video, I told y'all my car done broke down. My little car been riding for a long time, doing its thing. I ain't mad at that either. So I'm about to have another baby anyway. So it's time to upgrade. Good thing I went school shopping at the Goodwill. You know what? What I appreciate about myself, when it comes to content creating, it's just, like, I'm real. Not every day that I post something on my social media pages, I'm just sitting around like it's rainbows and unicorns. Because it's not. I like to be authentic on my channels. I like to be real. Because people need somebody that they can watch that's not pretending like everything is real. Like, I mean, like, everything is just always good. Like, everything is not always good. In order for you to even know what bad is, you gotta go through it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that my page could be a safe haven for a lot of mothers out there to know that every day you wake up is not gonna be good. Right now, my daughter got a whole phone that I told her not to have while she with her father. And I'm not gonna sit around like it's okay, because I got a problem with that. Like, I got a strong problem with that. I really do. So I just pray and tell God, you know, just protect the whole situation while it's happening, because there's nothing I can do. She with her dad right now. And even if I voice the fact of how I feel about it, I did that already. So I'm not doing it again. I'm not living in fear. It's going to take care of itself. I like to be real on my channels. Y'all, this is so good. I like to be real. And I just don't understand, like, how I said no phone, but it's a phone. And just because I'm not saying nothing, it's going to keep happening. That's what I be talking about. People be trying to get over. When you humble, people try to get over on you. But I ain't letting that change me. I could barely talk. Because the way this food tastes, it tastes like a whole nap. Hey, y'all. Eat some potatoes. Get your way back. So yeah, I just be letting God take care of a lot of situations since I hit my 30s. We ain't got no control of our life. We cannot wake up one day and say, this is how I want today to go, and think it's going to go that way. We might get up every day and make a right to go to the store, but then all of a sudden it's a detour on that block, and now we got to make a left. We just got to do what we got to do. I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the flow. Because throughout it all, whether it's a daughter with a phone or a broke down car, I promise you, life is good. But there are things that happen in life that as adults, we have to be okay with it happening. We have to be great with it happening because it's making us a better person. Oh, excuse me. These are like the Girl Scout cookies. My niece has sold me some of these before. Yeah, they was real good. But this the Aldi version. These is real good. It's called a peanut butter something cookie. Real good, y'all. Aldi is the best place in America. When you have a large family and you are banging at a budget, it's so peanut buttery that you can't talk with that one in your mouth. The whole screen will be wet. It's real good. It's like the best version of a Reese Cups. You get it from Aldi. The best version of Reese Cups. Like it's, I don't know who made these little cookies, but they so smart. They so smart. They real smart. But they make my heart super happy. Ni hao. Yes. You know, I am not the one to be all into the blogs and stuff, but all I keep saying is Beyonce and her daughter. They everywhere. And I could personally say that that first performance that they did, like she had to grow into like getting on that stage. She probably was a little bit nervous. But honey, the more stages she touched, the better she got. Good job, Blue Ivy. You did a spectacular job on performing with your mama. Good job. You gotta teach your kids stuff. She probably be teaching her kids that, her daughter that, because honey, it's time for you to get on the front line. Like she said, get loose, get low, ha ha. Get low, ha ha. That's what she said. She said, get loose, get low, get loose, get low. I got my bloodline on the front line. Get them, Blue. That's what she said. She teaching her daughter real young what to do and how to do it. And I don't blame her. But co-parenting is real ghetto. Because if you got one parent doing one thing and the other parent doing another thing, what y'all are teaching that child? We back at square one again. We talking about the same thing all over again. Because I'm thinking about it like, dang. Like, you be really focused and dedicated on teaching your young some great stuff in life. And then you got another person, whether it's their parent or not, they cannot see that because they ain't spend enough time with that child to get to know that child, telling them to do other stuff. A struggle. Co-parenting is ghetto. Who is creeping up? It's real ghetto. I don't got time for that. But I think Beyonce doing something good for her daughter. Kids don't understand that when your mother tells you to do something, it's not that, hey, thank first call, yes. Kids gotta understand that when your mom trying to tell you to do something, it's not that she's trying to control your life or nothing. It's a protection for them. At the same place, at the same time, while they're trying to protect, they still have to allow you to make mistakes in your life. Now, when you keep making the same mistake over and over again, it's not a mistake no more. So then as the mother, the mother gotta step right back in. Because the mother job is never done. I was just talking about how ghetto co-parenting is. Co-parenting is so ghetto. The missing parent do not ever understand why you're making those decisions for that child. They don't get it. They do not get it. I done brought my behind down here in this content room, and I said I'm going to sit here and go live a little bit. My water, I just was eating some steak, some pasta, and potatoes. It was for my whole life. It was real good. It was real, real good. It wouldn't have made it better if I had a soda for my throat. But my car broke down, so I can't even get a soda for my throat. But we made it. We in the content room, y'all. We made it. We made it here. Anytime I get here to my content room, I feel so proud of myself because this is my space outside of being upstairs. And I'd rather lay in my bed. But when I do get here, I try to make it last. I try to make it last. Thank you so much for the likey like. Thank you so much for the likey like. Y'all know, you know about this cookie right here from Aldi? I don't know who made these cookies, but that's a good cookie. It got just the right amount of peanut butter, cookie. It's everything right. If y'all hear something loud, the laundry room down here, so I'm washing right now. Mm-hmm. You're good. Mm-hmm. They real good. And so how's it going over there? How's the weather? I don't know if it want to rain or be sunny over here. Ohio will give you it's 4 seasons. Ohio will give you 5 seasons in one day. That makes sense. Trust me. Living here, that makes sense. Because some weathers, you look out the window and you be like, what is going on? The fog be so strong. You cannot even see ahead of you. It give you 5 seasons in one day. Sometimes the lightning and the thunder, the storms here sometimes, you can feel it, the vibration under your foot. That's Ohio for you. Ohio get the ground shaking. It sure would. Have you laying in the bed praying, but at the same time saying I'm protected, so I don't care what's going on out there. I'm gonna right here. I'm about to make me something good to eat before the lights go off. Or let me charge all the phones because all this crazy rain. I need to make sure I can do that before the lights go off, or the stove go off, or the microwave go off. Oh, that sounds real good. Ain't nothing like a hookup. That's called the hookup. When you sit there and pour all of that stuff inside your noodles, that is the hookup. That's what that is. You be hooked up. Yes, it's so good. Real good. It actually sound good. I haven't had noodles in a long time. I don't know. Since I've been pregnant, noodles been tasting real salty to me. I don't know why. They've been so salty, and I eat them, and I'll be like, I try the chicken. I hate chicken. I'll try the chicken, the beef, the soy sauce. Um, what are those? The shrimp. I try all of them, but since I've been pregnant, they just so salty to me. Unless I do not use. One time, the kid's dad made me some, and did not use the seasoning packet, but had put some shrimps inside of it. He cut up a Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper with the vegetables too, and it was like the onion without that seasoning packet, and it was good. But when I eat it with that seasoning packet, since I've been pregnant, it's like it give me a headache or something. I be like, "Oh, I'm an old lady, bitch. I can't eat that. It's too strong right now. Something not hitting right. Something." Also, when you watch from the TV, you gotta type with the remote. That could be difficult. That could be real difficult. We had 22 minutes, y'all. We about to end this because. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, you use the keyboard. I don't be like being live for too long. I don't know, because YouTube be telling me to stay live for like an hour, and I'll be like, an hour? What am I doing an hour? I got all these kids. An hour? What if my butt start itching? And then I said, well, that's too much to think about. It's too much to think about. Unless it's like real, like, you know, there may be an hour. But I be thinking, I said, Zane, I got 5 kids. You two talking about something, you get graded results, so you stay for an hour. I said, I heard somebody sneak down here 2 times already. They done left twice. I might not get a 3rd time. They've been all ran down on the 3rd time. Like, hey, Mom. So it's like 30 minutes. An hour. Oh, gosh. I don't really know about that YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah. Life could be like you gotta be real in life. These content creators always want to create something where everything is so smiley. I was just saying that, like, show me something different. Like, everything always good. But then when they get off, they crying. I'm gonna cry right here. I'm gonna bring my whole ugly face right here and cry. But you know what, y'all? I'm about to start doing some house reviews. I've been seeing a lot of open houses around my neighborhood where I live. That's a really nice neighborhood, and they be having open houses where you could just go and tour. I want to start touring some houses for y'all and doing little stuff like that, because that's manifesting for myself. So we're gonna go on a house tour next time. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna tour some houses over here in my area. They huge. They got some red brick roads like from back in the day. It'll like you like. They got some red brick roads from back in the day. And I've read that when you see a community with them brick roads, it's a sign of royalty. And I said, well, everybody around here must be rich, because every corner you turn on this block, you got one over here, one over there. The roads is like bricks, like from back in the day, with the red bricks. Isn't that crazy how they used to drive on a brick road like that? That mean they was driving slow like turtles. Because if you go speeding down these streets with them brick roads, you be all over the place. That mean they was riding in a horse and carriage, and they was living their life. Taking their time, making sure they say hi to Sally. Hi, Sally. Hi, Bob. Because who is going to move that fast? Ain't nobody moving that fast on that brick road like that. But it's a lot of beautiful homes, and I be always seeing open house. And I'm like, one day I'm just gonna go in one of them open houses. I'm gonna call a number, go in one of them open houses, and start showing y'all little stuff, because Ohio got some beautiful homes. They're like vintage beautiful. Like, you can tell. I don't know how long it took them to build a house, but you can tell from the outside of it is wealth. When you come over here and they be putting stuff on the curb in Ohio, right here up here in this area where I live at, and the furniture look like they had it for so many years. Like, it's in great condition, but the style of it. I went to school for fashion, so I'm talking about the style of the couch. It looks like something from, I don't even know. Like, they had it, maybe they stored it in a basement and then got more modern, and then maybe they cleaned their basement out from years and 20s and 30s of years. They said, we got to get this stuff away now. That's how vintage that stuff is. That stuff got to be worth. If I had a pickup truck, Ohio is the place. If you have a pickup truck and you was to drive around on garbage days, say the garbage days on whatever day of the week it is, Monday through Friday, whatever day, you go around and pick up some of this vintage stuff and sell it, I know you're going to make some money. Oh, okay, they call cobblestone. Yes, they be putting some great stuff out on the curb. You be looking like, where did they get that couch from? But it's not even beat up. The couch not beat up or nothing. It's in perfect condition. It still got that, it got like plastic on it and stuff. So if you take that, it's like a valedictorian, whatever they call, it's so vintage and beautiful that you could like peel that plastic off and still see the beauty in it. It still got the plastic on it, some thick plastic. And I'd be like, dang, if I had a pickup truck, I've been gonna open me up a nice vintage store and pick that stuff up off that curb. They be having nightstands, dressers. The stuff look beautiful. It look like it needs no work done to it. Like, just sell it. And I know it's worth thousands of dollars. They be having Victorian. Yes, they put pianos out. You be looking at that piano. The piano got like engraved all in the wood. I said, this stuff is money. Let me get a pickup truck. I've been to open up a whole vintage shop off of shopping in the streets of Ohio. You know this place in Ohio right now? Right here in Ohio? This is where you can go dumpster diving here in Ohio. You can dumpster dive here in Ohio, and you want 9 times out of 10, everything in there is brand new. The Old Navies, everything. No trash in there. Big clothes, nice clothes. They dumpster dive here like it's nothing. Wow. That stuff be all over the curbs. The other day I was driving down the street before my car broke down, my beautiful old school car. And I looked, I said, what type of piano is that? It was so beautiful. It looked like it was about heavier than the sack of potatoes, but it was beautiful. Perfect condition. They must have had it, like, that's what I be thinking. They be having it in these big houses. My house is so big. They had this stuff maybe in their garages, their basement, or their attics. And they must get to a point where they just say, you know what, we got to take this stuff out of here. I know we want to hold on to this. We about to sell our homes. We got to get it out of here. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful. I'd be like, wow, if I had a pickup truck, I would pick this stuff up. I wouldn't bring it to my house, but I'll maybe sell it. A lot of oil paintings be on the road. Like, they'll take, like, old school oil, like, vintage paintings. Like, you could tell somebody did that. And they have, like, a signature on the side. I be looking at that stuff like, that stuff gotta be worth money. You know what, y'all? The next time I go riding around, I can't even go riding around. My car don't work. When I get a new car, next time I go riding around, I'm going to show y'all. Because it's always out there. Every day is out there. Every day. And you will see it. If you don't grab it, because this is a state for dumpster diving and picking stuff up off the curb, I give it 30 minutes. It's finished. And then get no more. So if you told yourself, I'll be right back, you coming back to nothing. Because that thing going to be gone. It's going to be gone. You could dumpster dive here real bad. TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they be having a whole couch set. You'll be looking like, you need a pickup truck in here. You better have one. You just be walking around like me, reminiscing. You be, oh God, I wish I had that. I wish I had a bigger truck. That food is so good. Beautiful, beautiful. But Ohio is a nice place. Great benefits. I could say that Ohio, out of all the years of me living in Ohio, the best thing I love about Ohio, not only the cost of living, the hospitals. The hospitals. I never seen a hospital like this. These hospitals are beautiful. Not just the look of it, the way it feels. They treat you with so much care. I don't know. I think it got something to do when you live in a bigger city. They don't treat you well. That's like my only thing when it comes to living in a big city that I will reconsider to try to probably find somewhere else to live, is because they don't treat you well. Even at you go to a fast food place. How can I take your order? No, you cannot take my order. What's your problem? When you come to a smaller setting, these little smaller towns, even ordering fast food, you feel appreciated. You want, okay, I'll have fast food today. We can go out to eat. Customer service immaculate. When you start going to the bigger cities, they just don't treat you well. You just don't want to be there. It make you want to punch somebody. It's crazy. But that's one thing I really do love about Ohio. Their hospitals. Oh my gosh. There's really nice doctors, really nice people in here. You feel safe in these hospitals. That's one thing I can compare Ohio over New Jersey is the way of just taking care of yourself. There's always it's always something. And another thing I love about this small city, this small little town, is that it's so many ways to make money. They have the plasma if you want to donate donate blood or whatever, donate plasma. It's just so many ways to make money. It's ridiculous. So if you see, even with the homeless people on the streets here in Ohio, they are homeless because they want to be homeless, because they even got free days that you can go to McDonald's, anywhere. Days they just give away food to the homeless. It's so many opportunities living in a smaller town. It feels very homey, family oriented. It feels like, oh, let me go to my cousin's house. It feels nice. Right. They're doing that. They've replaced these restaurants, because if you go to them, I went to the McDonald's. No, first of all, I got on a bus yesterday because my car broke down yesterday. So we on a bus, and I remember this bus when I used to live here. Before I moved back, I used to get on that bus. So the bus, I'm thinking I'm on the wrong bus. So the bus did a whole shoot. It turned and went a whole nother way. So I had to ask the man who was on the bus next to me. I said, excuse me, where's this bus going? He was like, oh, they got a new route now. I said, oh, okay, so it's going to still wrap around and do the same thing. He said, yeah. 1 year of being gone. They have a whole Amazon factory. I think it's about 7 minutes away from my house if you was on a bus. 7 minutes, that's it. And I said, when did they build this? Because 1 year, that's just where I live at, they built a pediatric center right up on the corner from my house in 5 months. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. I said, oh, they built real fast. They be building stuff real fast. But yeah, that's true about the AIs, because I had went into McDonald's. I was about to say this. I went into the McDonald's and I seen 3 workers, and I was like, what the heck? That's another thing when I just was here. You usually go to McDonald's when I used to live here, mad workers in McDonald's. It was 3 workers. I said, what's going on? And mad computers. I said, oh, ain't nobody got no job no more. That's how people need to start getting up on these computers and getting that meta money and getting that all type of money, this internet money, because that's what people are going to have to be doing real soon. They're not going to be able to get a job. They're not. They're not going to be able to get a job. It's going to be very hard because the robot going to have it. I've been watching YouTube videos, a bunch of YouTube videos, how they trying to get artificial intelligence to work for people in their homes. Like, you get them a job, they're like a nanny. They walk around your house and take care. They do the laundry, they do everything. I said they could get touched by water. These robots could get touched by water. This is scary. It make you think about all the movies that you be watching. They be saying, "Oh, it's fake." No, that is real. It's real. Somebody had a dream about that. Somebody had a dream. Movies come from people who are very, very spiritually intelligent, and they dream things. And they explain their dreams to people, and people say, "Oh, you weird and you crazy." So they say, "You know what? I want to be a director. I want to be a filmmaker." And everything they dream, they make it a story. These are predictions. People who are writers and filmmakers are predicting. They're like prophets. They be happening. But if they sit and tell their dream to somebody else, they tell them that they're crazy. "Oh, you're just crazy. I guess you're drinking too much coffee. Too much coffee." No, they really seen that and they dreamed. It even scared them. They telling you because they were scared. They dreamed that. It felt so real. They was like, "Oh, I gotta tell somebody about this. Maybe I ain't tripping. Maybe somebody else felt what I feel." As soon as you tell somebody how you feel, they be like, "Oh, you crazy. You had too much coffee." I heard about the strike in Hollywood. I I didn't get real deep into it, but you know, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to read on it tonight because I've been reading on articles lately, and I did see something with some protests with some people in California protesting about something, and I also read just slightly something about California becoming their own like entity, like not being a part of the United States or something. I don't know if I read that right, but I thought I read something like that about California too, where they're trying to become their own island or something like that, where like they're not a part of the United States anymore. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But it's a lot going on. I seen it briefly. I didn't read on that. I'm going to read on that tonight now that you're saying something, because I did see something about Hollywood actors being on strike right now or something like that. It's too much going on. That's why it's good for co-parenting to stop being ghetto. Co-parenting need to stop being ghetto. With all of this stuff going on in the world, you got one parent telling this child to do this and the other parent trying to tell this child to do this. One parent might be on some, it's too much going on in the world. The other parent might be like, "Nah, everything's all right." You know, so when the world hit, the kid confused. That's why co-parenting need to stop being ghetto. Me personally, I don't believe that a child should have a phone. None of my kids should not have a phone until they are of age to understand, and overstand what is going on in this world. Or everything they see is going to influence them to want to do something that is not them. Period. That's it. If you cannot respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Because as adults and as a parent, because being an adult and being a parent is two different things. So we could be adults and we could be grown all day long. But as soon as something come pushing out them bones or that then guess what? It's time to be a parent. It's time to be a parent. It's time to do what's right. You know? Yeah. It's ridiculous. And the kid be in the middle confused because there's so much going on. And they want to be a part of it. But listen, I be like, you know what? I don't believe in kids having phones until they're of age to understand a lot of things in life. If they can't even figure out why they got an attitude, they don't need no phone. They don't need no phone. If you ask your kid, "What's wrong with you?" You know they aggravated, but they don't even know they aggravated. That's a problem right there within itself. What's you? That's your child. You can tell your child aggravated. You say, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" "I don't know." You don't even know you aggravated? See, that's why you don't need no phone. You don't even understand your emojis. You don't even understand. You see the thing on the phone, the emojis, that's emotions. That's how you feel emotionally. You type them out with little faces. You feel me? So it's like if you don't understand your own emoji, how you need a phone? That's problem number one. We can't even get past the emoji. But you want text. No. Ain't no kid need no. But everybody's different. See, so then some parents do, and I'm not knocking other parents on what they feel as though they should do for their kids. My kids, I don't have time for it. It's being a parent is a job within itself. Now you a parent to the cell phone and the child. It's too much. They gotta understand themselves first. They gotta understand themselves first before they even get that. They need to get what's going on first before they get that. They don't understand. So if they watching people all day on the phone, whatever's going, it's like reading a book. Whatever you sit and program yourself like a mantra, you keep saying it over and over repetitively. After a while, you're going to think that that's what you're supposed to be doing. No matter if your parent is telling you. I just be like, God, take the wheel. Just take the wheel. Go ahead and grab it. Because I'm over here trying to skip to the left and the other parent over here trying to go to the right. Get us in the middle, please. Get us in the middle, please. Thanks. It's too much. Now, if some parents believe that their kid are, you give them a phone because they're out here in this world, they could be homeschooled, they could be moving around a lot, monitor what they do and stuff like that, then that's how some people do their things. My kids are strictly in school now. I have only 2 kids that's about to be home with me. My kids are going to school. I have been a homeschool mother before people even knew what a homeschool mother is. Back when I was getting bashed about it, about how my kids gonna have social anxiety, but I felt like that was the right route for my children. And now that they in school, they don't need no phone. Exactly. It should be earned. It should be earned. Definitely. And I don't feel like a child even knows how to earn anything until they're about 15. They don't even know how to earn anything until they're about 15. You could be having a whole conversation with them. They're teenagers. They don't get it. And it's not nothing bad. It's not that they're stupid or it's not even that. They don't get it. They don't get their own emotions. There's nothing they can understand. After the case, you might as well get a watch that say, call mom. Hey, mom, I'm ready to get picked up. You might as well get him a watch. Listen, I guess I'm just old school. I think that I ain't seen a lot of people like me yet. I must be real old school, but I like being old school. I really got an old soul, and I must have been here before because I don't believe in it. I feel like kids at this age, you see my kids, they selling cupcakes, candy, earn some. That's an earning. You feel me? What we talking about? We talking about earning. That's an earning. Once you start to earn things, you start to yourself personally. You don't even want to prove it to your parent. You want to prove it to yourself that you can earn these things. That's when a child should have phones. When they're not earning things for their parent, they're earning it for themselves. See, we on a different level now, baby. See, we talking now. We talking now. You ain't doing that for me. You doing that for yourself. We talking now. But they have to practice that, They got to practice that. Responsibility, But everybody's different. Everybody does things differently. I'm just not the type of mom that agrees with cell phones. It's just not me. Because there's nothing you can possibly do to protect the child from that internet. Nothing. Nope. Nothing you can do. Anything, them phones be stuff popping up. And that's just it. But that's just how life is. Like, it's just like that. And I feel like a lot of people take care of their kids through phones. They take care of their kids through phones, meaning sitting them down from a young age right in front of it, instead of grabbing a card and saying, what does this say, honey? It says chicken. It says mom. It says dad. They rather put cocomelon on. Yo, cocomelon be. It make me like this. That's how Cocomelon have you. If it got my whole adult self going like this, that's why them kids be looking like that. Them kids be looking at that show like, what is going on? I just cannot. I'd rather sing. I'd rather make up a song all day than to do that. I'm sorry. Not sorry. It's too much. That thing put me in a trance every single time I hear that. Like, oh my gosh. What is going on? I'm still trying to figure out the meaning behind the stuff that I was listening to when I was a child. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. What is they talking about? Now we got these little din-din-din-din noises going on, and these kids is stuck. Lord, but I'll just sit back and be like, hey, as a parent, you can do so much, and then the kid gotta want to do it for themselves. That's it. That's about it. But y'all, this was a nice conversation. Thank you, Ma. You always get it going. You always get it going. Thank you for stopping by the Family First card. We put our family first, and those are the type of cards that we play, period. And I'm going to see y'all next time in the next live. Much love. Peace and blessings to you. Take that positive energy and just have a beautiful evening. See ya.